Okay, this video is for Toyota of Turnersville, and more specifically for Chelsea, Anthony, and Jason. This is Rob, and I'll be taking you through this video, and the goal is to address the problem that you guys have regarding your digital marketing, and to provide you with a solution that will allow for you to really track and measure the results of your future digital marketing campaigns. So I know Hannibal spoke with Chelsea last week on Friday, and I'm 100% briefed on everything. So first, we just want to say congrats on consistently selling. I think it was 300 plus units per month. Let's hop into the video. So the main problem that you guys are facing is the marketing company that's currently running your Facebook ad campaigns. They are running what we like to call sunshine and rainbow campaigns. So these are campaigns that provide no sort of rubric for you to say, okay, this month's campaigns were successful, or okay, this month's campaign were not successful. And as we move forward, we want to ask ourselves, what are the specific, measurable results that we are receiving as a result of our campaigns? So that means if we run a campaign called Campaign A, we need to know how many appointments we set as a result of Campaign A, and how many cars we sold as a result of Campaign A. And if you're not able to do this with every campaign that you're running, then you're being cheated, and that's not good. And from what I've gathered along these past years, most marketing agencies know that the brand name of a huge dealership, Toyota, Mercedes, etc., are usually enough to drive sales, so they don't really focus on creating campaigns for you that are really numbers driven. So that's why you have dealerships that are doing great, but they're not making headlines. They aren't really serving as a model to other franchises. Modeling that shows you how to establish a system and a science behind running a franchise, or that this is how you take things to the next level. A scientific level where you can say, okay, we're selling 200 units per month. We want to sell 300. And we have our own numbers down, so we're not worried about hitting our goal. So on this side, we have a few questions that we'd like to throw out there to help dealerships decide whether or not they're being scientific regarding the growth of their dealership. Do we have a trackable process in place to set an appointment with a potential buyer at will? How much does it cost us to set an appointment with that potential buyer? How many potential buyers do we get in the door as a result of our latest ad campaign? So just remember these questions. Later in the video, we'll go over a system that will allow for us to answer each of these questions. Now, before we go into the solution, I want to dive a bit deeper into the problem on a more practical level. So we covered the concept, but let's actually take a look at the ads that you all are currently running. Most dealership ads look like this, and this is one I pulled from your page. So it's usually a general ad that links to a page with either one car, or Chelsea also mentioned that you guys sometimes run an ad that takes them to a list of all the dealership's inventory. Now, this is a problem for two main reasons. One, there's no information being exchanged. You're spending money to run these ads to people, but you're not collecting any information. So you're not able to say, okay, we spent $20 and we were able to get a name, number, and email from John saying that he wants us to give him a call regarding this car. Basically, you're not able to say, okay, $5 spent on this campaign equals 1. Set appointment or $20 spent on this campaign equals the phone number of a qualified buyer telling us to call him on Wednesday. So the main problem is that no information is being exchanged. And that points us back to our original point, because if you're not receiving anything back on your end, like a lead or an appointment, then how do you know if your campaign is successful or not? So these ads don't result in any exchange of information. The funnel is too wide and it needs to be a bit more precise. The second problem is we're putting too much faith in the potential buyer. We never want to put the initiative in the hands of the buyer. We literally need to hold their hands through the process. We can't send them to this page or any page and expect them to take the appropriate action. If you try to grow your dealership that way, you'll have many potential buyers that end up slipping through the cracks. And this isn't because our potential buyers are slow or incompetent. It's just the nature of the funnel, and it's also the nature of the sales. You guys definitely know this and can attest to this. Now, just being obsessed with numbers and guidance and metrics, this will allow for your dealership that's already doing well to do even better. I can't stress this enough, but you'll be able to anticipate growth because you'll know your numbers. You'll be able to say, okay, our cost per appointment is $10. So if we want 300 appointments this month, then we need to put $3,000 towards this ad. We'll be able to anticipate growth and properly assign budgets towards campaigns. So we need to collect information and set appointments with our campaigns so that we can spend and then anticipate. If you can anticipate a specific result after you spend marketing dollars, then that's when things start to get good. So we went over the problem. And that's not having your numbers down regarding your marketing campaigns. Yes, the ads that you're running results in your cars being shown, but there are so many nuances regarding a successful marketing campaign. How many people came in the door as a result of this campaign? How much did we have to spend on that ad to get one person in the door? All of the things we just discussed. So a solution for you all is a 3-step process that results in trackable and measurable results. So this is just an example of the type of system we like to implement. And of course, when we start working together, we'll all be able to adjust to it based on the needs of your dealership. So our campaigns always start with an engaging offer. We rarely advertise a specific car. We always advertise a specific offer that applies to all cars. And this is because we don't want to waste marketing dollars at all. We want to use our marketing dollars to run offers that will cast a wide net and apply to a wide group of potential buyers, whether they're buying the most expensive car in the lot or whether they're buying a car for the first time. So here's an example of an offer that we ran for a dealership in Maryland. And again, this is just an example of how we created this ad matching the brand of this dealership, so that the main thing in this example is to just pay attention to the idea of us creating an offer. Your ad will have a different tone completely. So it was $400 off your payment of any car on the lot. We're already making a huge improvement because we're creating an offer that applies to a bunch of people. So, step 1 is to create a compelling offer. Now, step 2 is the main part, and this is what you guys aren't doing at the moment. It's collecting data regarding said offer. For this particular case study, when they clicked on the ad, a form popped up. They didn't get sent to a website with tons of options, and they didn't get sent to a website where they would have to take the initiative themselves. We baby-stepped them right through the ad onto a form. So there are no holes at all. We target our ads to people in your area who are looking to buy a car, and they see the ad with the offer, and all they get to do is sign up for the offer. There's no confusion, and there's absolutely no drop-off between the offer and the retrieval of that offer. And just as a quick side note, the cost per set appointment for this case study was $13. So every $13 spent on this campaign, this client received back information regarding someone wanting an appointment to retrieve this $400 off down payment coupon. Now the third step is just the harmony that happens when step 1 and 2 are done correctly. When the right person signs up for the right offer, and then that information gets forwarded back to your dealership. So you'll be getting leads back in real time of people who are looking to purchase a car from your dealership. And you know this because you'll be opting in for a specific offer that we create and run for your dealership. Whether it be $500 off any car in the lot, or whether it be a free oil change for a year with the purchase of the vehicle, whatever the offer is, the potential buyer will have to set an appointment or give us their name and number in order to retrieve that offer. And once they do so, that information will be automatically forwarded back to your appointment setter. So you'll be able to close in on the leads and appointments, and you'll be able to see that your dollars are resulting in X amount of appointments. So here's an example of what it looked like when those new leads were received by that client. And remember, these are more than warm leads. And all your internet manager would need to do is follow up with these leads and schedule an appointment regarding the potential buyer's claimed offer. So to summarize, the problem is that results from your ads are not trackable, and you don't have leads coming in on autopilot. Therefore, you're not able to say, okay, we spent $2,000 on this marketing campaign and we received 100 leads regarding said appointments. Right now, your marketing dollars are in this constant state of limbo, and that's the problem. There's no knowledge of the precise numbers behind your marketing campaigns. The solution is to create something trackable, and that's what we just went over in this video. We create an offer, we get data from the potential buyer in exchange for that offer, which equals resulting in a set appointment. So what we'll do is we'll create several campaigns and offers. We'll make sure these campaigns and offers show up to the right potential buyers. We'll make sure that we receive data from these buyers in exchange for that offer. And we'll make sure that all of the information is forwarded back to you, so you can get more people in the door and sell more cars. So we'll check in with Chelsea, I believe by Wednesday. And just before I sign off, this is really some life-changing information. Dealerships who implement these sorts of changes can do crazy things like double the amount of units sold per month. So we're extremely excited to see how things play out, and we'll talk soon. Thanks for watching.